toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on another team from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will put total on them to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit, because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're going to run it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air, it's Adams. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early this football game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Carr. It's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kick is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's go. To throw, it's Carr. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He caught it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. open from the 15. To the air, it's Adams. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The Cardinals are on the move. Back to throw, it's Adams. He's got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. in the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. It's Mitchell. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Release to the back. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Louisville! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to get it to the marker. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Might be calling a hot route. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. He wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Hughes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Looking to throw. It's Adams. Right on the money. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Cardinals have taken it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Adams. Unloads to the right. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building. This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Cardinals come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Adams. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. And they'll just down it right there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll move the tight end. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Frazier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big 1st down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
Looking to throw. That's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a... Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Adams. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You've got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gets it out quickly. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking for a man, it's Adams. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. He's got it and still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Picks up 6. It's now 2nd and goal.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
24, Notre Dame, 17.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got the quick completion. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
From run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Pulls it in. It's Farrell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
On 1st down from their own 22. To the ground. He's got it again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Cardinals will punt this one away. What a terrible, terrible shame. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Frazier. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.